Imagine you're standing outside on a normal sunny day when suddenly the sun just turns off. Not slowly, not during an eclipse, just click dark. Yeah. That would get your attention. So today we're asking a very simple but absolutely terrifying question. What if our sun blinked off for 1 full minute? Let's walk through what would actually happen. And don't worry, you won't need a physics degree for this one. Okay, first, the moment the sun blinks, you wouldn't notice it immediately. That sounds weird, right? But remember, sunlight takes 8 minutes to reach Earth. So even if the sun switched off right now, the light and warmth already on the way keep shining on us for 8 more minutes. That gives humanity a tiny delay before the nightmare begins. But once those 8 minutes pass, boom, instant night, not a gentle sunset. Not like clouds rolling in. More like someone pulled the power plug on the entire sky. The stars would pop out at noon, streetlights would flip on, and everyone outside would either scream, freeze, or start recording tick. The temperature wouldn't drop instantly. Air cools slowly. But within that minute of darkness, you'd feel a sudden chill, like a cold wind appearing out of nowhere. Photosynthesis. Also paused, plants would be as confused as we are. Animals would panic the fastest. Birds would suddenly land and go silent. Pets might hide. And somewhere out in the ocean, a whale would absolutely think the world just ended. But here's the real twist. Gravity from the sun wouldn't disappear. The sun could go dark. But as long as its mass stays the same, Earth keeps orbiting normally. No drifting off into space. No cosmic pinball. Just cold darkness with perfect gravitational discipline. Now, what about the sky? You'd see the Milky Way as if you traveled to a desert in the middle of the night. City skylines would glow, satellites would shine like tiny moving stars. And the moon, if it happened to be in the sky, would suddenly become the biggest flashlight we have. But the real chaos would hit on Earth. Power grids rely on stable solar heating. Without sunlight, certain weather systems would stall. Airplanes flying through that sudden darkness might get turbulence they did not sign up for. And solar panels everywhere would instantly flatline like a phone battery at 1%. And then after 60 long, dramatic seconds, flash. The sun turns back on. It would be blinding. Like someone opened the world's biggest curtain all at once. Shadows would snap back. Animals would freak out a second time. And humans, we'd all just stare at the sky like, okay, who did that? The ground would warm again. Plants would resume photosynthesis like a worker clocking back in after lunch. Weather systems would restart, and within an hour, most things would slide back toward normal. But we'd never forget it. Imagine the internet after that. Conspiracy theories. Scientists giving emergency interviews. Every news channel asking, is the sun okay? The big reveal here is Earth would survive a 1-minute solar blink. We'd be confused, scared, and probably very dramatic about it. But the planet itself would be fine. No freezing. No orbit collapse. Just the weirdest minute in human history. And maybe the most important lesson, we take sunlight for granted. That warm glow is the only reason you, me, and every sandwich ever made exists. A 1-minute blink reminds us how fragile and incredible our cosmic setup really is.